Hey everybody, Michael Phoenix Art here. Why am I so excited? Because it's my birthday. And birthdays are extremely important for spiritual development. There's a lot of reasons why. There's a lot of astrology and other things like that go into it. But I'm not going to get into that in this video. I'm just going to talk about a couple quick things. First of all, I want to address the subject of people talking to angels. So, this is actually not happening the way people think. A lot of people will say, I'm talking to Archangel Michael or Gabriel or Uriel or one of the major, five or 10 that everyone knows. And that's not true. First of all, you would have to be really kind of a saintly person. You'd have to have an extremely pious life. You would have to be exceptionally pure of heart, and have no malice or anger or other things like that um, in you built up and clinging to the past and the world around you. So you're not going to actually be talking to those angels, right? Mythical figures like Joan of Arc, and Padre Pio, like people that were really, really exceptional beings in this lifetime. We're talking to angels. And we have a lot of everyday people running around saying, "Oh, I'm talking to Archangel Michael." And it's like, you'd have to be, that's you saying that you're on the same level as those people. And that's just not true. We let's face it, it's America. We water down and fast foodize everything, even religion and spirituality. That's why yoga in America is about stretching and not about the austerities on how to discipline the body and the mind so that you can reach enlightenment and union, yoga, with God. So, a lot of people are running around saying, I'm talking to angels. There's books on angels. There's all kinds of classes on how to talk to angels. And really, that's all in your head. Um, you might actually, talk to an angel, but it's not going to be a great archangel. Like I said, you'd have to be exceptionally pure. Why? Because if one of those angels came into your room right now and you were not pure of heart, then you would feel the wrath of the presence and it would destroy you. And you die and you would, go wherever you're going to go. So, you know, that's not going to happen. The angels aren't going to do that to you. That's not what they want. And so what happens is this is that you have like one great archangel, like let's say Archangel Michael, and he has millions, maybe billions of infinite attendants. And attendants are beings that either are by the side or are exact duplicate copies of that great archetype. So he funnels down, he steps down into billions of other angels that have the exact look, the exact characteristics, the exact feels, the exact name. Everything about them is exactly like the archetype, like the great powerful being of Archangel Michael, but they are actually not Archangel Michael. They will come and they will present themselves as Archangel Michael because they are his copy, his duplicate, his attendant. And because of that, the people, the millions of people that are claiming they're talking to Archangel Michael, are actually talking to his duplicate or his attendant. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. Those attendants are very, very powerful. They're very divine beings, but they are a sliver of light of the actual archangel. So it, begs to ask the question, who are you talking to? Now that's a big, big deal because a lot of people claim, oh, I get messages from spirit or whatever. And, you know, let's be real. Like if you're calling it messages from spirit, you probably don't know where it's coming from. So it's probably just your intuition. Why do we not just say, I intuited this thing or this thing came to me? I don't know where it comes from. Because people in the spiritual world and the metaphysical phenomenons, they have a problem with their ego still. So instead of being truthful and humble and honest, they'd rather make it a little bit more grandiose so that they feel special. Because when we don't know things, we don't feel special. And when people ask us and question us about those things, we don't want to be honest and brutally truthful that we are not as great as we think we are because we have to build up that ego to even get into the spiritual worlds and phenomenons in the first place, and to defend ourselves against all the people that are naysayers and tell us no. And so this is okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's good to be honest. It's good to be truthful. Like, I don't actually know where the information comes from. I feel it was an angel because I just started crying, and I just felt the most holiness I've ever felt in my life. You know, those are good explanations instead of saying it was Archangel Michael or it was definitely Jesus. You know, because you don't know, you don't have any proof. You know, so it's good to be honest with our spiritual experiences. It's good to write them down and reflect on them, see if there's consistency. A lot of people ask me, well, I had this thing happen to me. What website do I go to look up what it is and what it means? Um, there's not going to be. A lot of the things that are happening to you and around you, it's for you. It's a special thing for you. You have to be the person that decodes your messages, decodes your dreams. There might be some talented people out there that can help do those things, but they're not going to be able to just give you the exact explanation. Um, so it's good that you do your own work. There's no websites. And in fact, if you're looking at dream websites, angel websites, and other things like that for your information and going by what they say, I would say stop doing that right now. It's good to get like a ballpark range of what's happening, but if you're taking that verbatim for what is happening to you, then you're going to be lost, because what's happening to you is your own unfolding. The flower that you are is opening up. And nobody's going to be able to tell you what that means for you, because they're different flowers. They have different ways. They have things that are inhibiting their growth and things that are not. So, you know, trust in your own process. Be truthful and honest with yourself. So, angels. Not a lot of people are actually talking to the archangels, they're talking to actually attendants. You, on your birthday, have a specific angel. You can go check some Kabbalah astrology. There's some very brief websites that give you an angel's name that you can just look up, and that works. That's fine if that's what you want to go with. But you can also go to a Kabbalah astrologists, and they have the exact degree of the angle of the sun on your birth, which has a specific degree of what the angel is, your guardian angel's name. And that's probably the closest you're going to get to revealing your personal guardian angel's name for you. And once you have that name, you can call on it. You can ask it to heal you when you're sick. You can ask it to protect you, like you know its name. And that is very, very powerful. And, you know, don't reveal that to anyone else. You don't want anyone else to know that. But, you know, if you're into angels, that's probably the first step that you should work with. Work with your own person guardian angel. He is here for you. He's your guardian angel, and you should know his name. Now, if you're lucky enough, your guardian angel can reveal his name to you through deep meditation and trance states. But this is very unusual and hard. You know, it takes a lot of work to really pinpoint down. In fact, you could do the same angel meditation 100 times and get 100 different names for your angel. You really have to be good at meditation and understanding the difference between your brain, your ego, what you want, and what's actually coming through. And that there's a palpability to that that you need to know by years and years and years of meditation. So that's probably not going to happen for you. And if you do have a name, it's probably not your guardian angel. It's probably something you've heard in the past that your psychology connects to and is pulling on that. So you should go to a Kabbalah astrologer or an angel astrologer and find the specific name of your angel. That's the best you can do. And some of them will actually have seals and sigils that they will actually give you that are your guardian angel. Now, your guardian angel, he actually answers to one of the major amounts of archangels and archetypes. So your angel is answerable to a boss. He has a boss, a higher angel. So if you get those sigils, those seals that some of those Kabbalah astrologers can give you, or they even have pendants sometimes that you can wear, um, those actually are powerful because they not only call on your archangel or on your guardian angel, but also your archangel. And so those two things together make it a very powerful way to call on your angel for all kinds of things, for all your spiritual workings. And I highly recommend this. What does this have to do with birthdays? Well, your birthday obviously is in alignment with your guardian angel because that's the day you were born, that's the angel that was given to you. On this day, my birthday, was the purest I was ever born into this earth. It is the purest day. It is a anniversary of the purest moment I've ever had in this incarnation. The moment I came into being here in the material plane, wide awake. Well, maybe not wide awake, but kicking, crying, and screaming. So today is the day that would be the purest day. This is the purest day for you on your birthday. It behooves you to do all kinds of purifying things, to pray over water and bathe yourself in water that's been prayed over, to take showers, to do lots of purifying mantras or purifying prayers, to sing purifying songs, to just embrace the purity of this day and soak up as much of that purity as you can. And in this moment, and then take some time to meditate, maybe meditate with your guardian angel, because this was the day he also incarnated with you. So this is a great day to purify, to breathe in the most holiest energies that you've ever breathed in your life without any other kind of outside interference or blessings from saints. And sit and commune with your guardian angel. On your birthday, they call it the solar return. There's a huge astrological thing involved there. You can look that up on Google somewhere. Maybe I'll talk about that in a future video, but on your birthday, it is the greatest day of purity. It is the best, most pure day that you can find to communicate with your angels, and it's probably the most reliability that you will have as a pure person, because we're not pure of heart. We are living in a material world. We get polluted every day, and it takes a lot of work, many years, and a lot of strength and rigorous failings to become a pure and sturdy person in this life. Pure in mind, pure in emotions, pure in physicality, pure in our endeavors, in our interactions with people, purity in our thoughts about everything. So that's a hard endeavor. This is why people that were saints, because they had all this purity, and this is why angels just walked up to them and talked to them. Not just the the attendant kind, but like the pure real angels talked to them. The archetypes, the real archangels came to those kind of people because they were divinely pure. Not just that, there's a lot of other things involved there that brings an angel to you. You don't have to be extremely saintly. There are things that can do that, but the best thing you can do, the most people on the spiritual path, is on your birthday, cleanse yourself, involve yourself in purity. Maybe go get rebaptized. It's a great idea on the day that you were born, because when you were baptized the first time, it wasn't on the day you were born. But if you can get baptized on your birthday, that is an incredibly sacred and holy experience. It will change not only your emotional body, your aura, and things like that, but it will have a tremendous psychological impact on you. So these are the things that I wanted to talk about today. It's my birthday. I'm engaging in as much holy spiritualness as possible, and sitting with my guardian angel. And so this is the information that the spirits wanted me to present to the world today on my birthday. It is my birthday gift to the world. Please find your guardian angel. There's lots of websites and things. I'll try to put some in the link that I've used that I think are reliable enough to find the information that you need, but not exactly the information for you. Again, if you're using the websites and things like that to find out all this information, to decipher your dreams and decode the world of spiritual phenomenon, stop doing that. that can only give you a good basis of what's happening. It can only start to like hone in or bottleneck the information so that you can get a general idea of what's happening. But you're only going to figure that out through time tested experience. That's what the whole spiritual world is about. Experience the spirituality in your life, experience everything that's happening to you, and write it down, journal it, look for patterns, look for similarities, look for things that are consistent, because that's going to show you that you're not imagining these things. These things are not coming from your mind and your ego. They're actual real phenomenons, and we're having them daily, all the time, everywhere. Everybody is. The only difference is there are those that pay attention and there are those that don't. And then there are even those that not only pay attention but track it and look at it in a scientific way. Metaphysics is the science of the soul, the science of the spirit. I consider myself a metaphysician because everything spiritual I engage in, I don't just trust it. I break it down. I try to debunk it and then I build it back up. And if it works, then I track it and chart it and make sure that it works. And then I have time tested proof that it has worked. And it has worked for me. And I've had experiences and I can use it anytime I want to gain the same experiences. Become a metaphysician. Most importantly, enjoy the purity, find your guardian angel, know the truth, be humble and wise at the same time. Be truthful, be honest, be loving, fill yourself with true light and love, and diminish all ignorance. I hope you guys enjoy this message, and I hope it yields great boons for you in the plane of angels and connections with the metaphysical spiritual realms.